standard ban from the blue side. So yeah, now I think they banned the Chinnar because again it can be a pretty menacing hero to deal with because it's a very run at you hero and has very good snowball potential to control that mid game. So that's a pretty interesting ban. And I'm actually pretty excited to see. Okay, yeah, they banned Zip because Riplov is probably one of the best Zip players on the server. So that was a pretty good ban. I want to see what Riplov decides to pick up here. They go for the Dirac first pick. This is a very good opening coming out from the blue side, and red side decides to respond with a Pain and a Malok. I love these two picks actually. They're very strong heroes. Both of them have a decent amount of flex potential, honestly. With Malok being able to be played in that mid lane or that side lane.
In fact, Malok's variability is what makes him one of the biggest assets to teams, right?
Yeah, and even the Pain, right? It's sort
right.
of a flex pick.
Right.
It could be mid, it could be jungle. I like these two picks. And blue side again, sticking to the meta heroes. Decided looks like they're gonna pick up a Lavil. And Piyush, what I would really like to see, I would like to see a Riplov Rui today. Because I don't think anybody plays that hero.
No, I mean even I don't think I've seen Riplov play Rui that much.
Yeah, but it's a pretty good hero, right? It is.
Hero in its own right. It's pretty unbalanced if you ask me. I mean, the amount of mobility it gives the team, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Completely dominates the team fights.
It can just turn a fight around because you can suddenly send 2-3 people back to base and then bring them back to the team.
It's like insta gank.
Very good hero actually, but they instead pick up the Richter, which is probably the best hero to pick up in this layer lane right now. And the red side responding with some pretty heavy tanky frontliners. They have like Malok and now they want to pick up Baldem, but they switch over. It looks like they're going for the crack, Lumber. Now even the teamy. This is just a hover. I think they might go for the Lumber. It's decent counter initiation actually. Okay, they go for the Lumber. Yeah. So it's a good hero. It's a pretty big, nice frontliner. Gives good protection to whatever marksman they plan on picking. There's a lot of good heroes in the pool. Caffney's still in there, but I imagine Caffney's gonna get banned out because it does so well against Lavil, and they have very good setup for it. They have like a Malok and a Lumber to frontline for that Caffney.
Right, and I think that Lumber was just hovering on the teamy to troll Riplov there.
Yeah, insta ban coming out of the Caffney because it's such a good hero, right? It's a very strong hero.
Oh, of course. I mean, Caffney is one of my favorites.
Yeah. I've heard that you are the service best Caffney.
Oh no, I'm not the service best. Please don't call me that. But yeah, I mean, I just spammed her to get there.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of players have done that, and a lot of them have had success.
Yes.
But let's talk about this blue side because they have like the rank 1 player Miriam playing. That's pretty hype, right?
Miriam, and we have so Umbreon is actually Hades, so the top MM of our servers, or one of the best MMs of our servers.
Wow. And I think Sylveon is Fierce, so this is an all-star squad, right?
Absolutely, it is.
Yeah.
It is one of CC's best.
Yeah, I can see. I mean, all of these players are probably some of the best players in their position. You have Miriam, who's going to be jungling. You have Pharaoh, I think. I know.
Mage.
Yeah.
Pharaoh is Jerry.
Yeah. I actually know him. I think his name used to be Jaix, whereas before on a couple of other servers.
Alpha Chat. Yep.
Yeah, Alpha Chat. Very. And I think before that it was Thought Slayer as well. Really good player. I've seen a lot of his games. I think we've gone against him a couple of times in the tournaments, and it was bad being against him. A really good player.
Right.
And while we were just going on about the players, I see some good bans coming out from both teams. You have Yina and Khizix being banned out. Pretty meta-heavy heroes. Um, and actually, I'm not sure how the Yina's Rector goes. I think okay, it's a Kilgroth versus Rector now. Shouldn't be too heavily favored either side because I think we saw this yesterday from Antlo. He played Kilgroth against the enemy Rector, and I think I mentioned it yesterday too, where Kilgroth wants to split push and Rector wants to team fight. So in that sense, Kilgroth actually ends up out farming the Rector because Kilgroth is always split pushing and actually can fight into the Rector in the late game because he's always going to be ahead. So it's a good pick coming out early. The execution is what is going to come, and now the blue side are going to decide what they want in the support position and the jungle. I imagine, unless Miriam wants to lab the jungle.
Meruem is just a treat to watch in the jungle, actually.
Yeah, I think I remember one of the games where he played Perez in one of the rounds, and that was against me, and he played jungle Perez, and it was an absolute storm. It was hilarious. He played jungle Perez in one of the qualifiers.
Yep, I saw that. I saw that.
And we got wrecked, man, hands down. And they're rounding it out with a Fennec. So still pretty flexible, I would say, in terms of how they want to put this in lanes. You can have Pain in mid and Fennec jungling, or
personally, I'm not a huge fan of Fennec in the Abyssal lane.
Yeah,
I don't know, somehow it doesn't appeal to me.
Yeah, me too. I think you look at the comparison from the previous server to this server, right? Fennec used to be such a good early game hero on the previous server where you just had to get 15 jungle stacks and you'd quickly get those just run demolished towers. But now that Fennec can get up to 30 stacks, so he's one, if you jungle, he scales really well into the late game, but he takes much longer to come online. And looks like they are going with that jungle Fennec. He still hasn't changed punish. So, yeah, I think this could be a good Fennec game. But I'm not sure about this mid pain. I've seen a lot of mid pains really suffer actually because you don't have that good start. You don't get the early level 4, and you take much longer to farm up your items. So, and it is going to be again into a Dirac too. So that should be a pretty hard lane for him.
Right.
But I'm really liking the team blue squad here.
The compositions, you mean?
Yep, they have Zephyrus, which is a very good mid game heavy hero. And
just
then,
look at this all Kong squad.
Yeah, rank 1, rank 3, rank 19,
13, rank 19, rank 27.
These guys are probably some of the best players on the server, right? Like not just in their own role, but even in the sense of just having the good macro gameplay and just being good players overall.
Indeed.
And looks like they will have Malok Kilgroth on the side lanes. I think Malok might go to the Dragon lane against a Laviel, which shouldn't be too much of an issue for Malok. But I'm pretty excited about how the
Pain
Director is going to work.
Pain made versus Dirac. Interesting.
And even the enchantments, right? You have 3 endless cycles on both teams. Dirac and the Zephys and the Lavel, all of them going for that. I mean, on Lavel it's pretty standard, right? You two go endless cycle anyway. But I like it, three players and everybody having Arctic Orb. I mean, obviously, because why not? It's one of the most broken enchantments in the game. And
as they call it.
Yeah, absolutely.
5 seconds.
Riplov going in mid here with Pharaoh.
Yeah, I think uh, the Malok is the Malok mid. That's what it looks like.
Yep.
Is Spain going to sideline? I don't think they should be doing
No.
that. The Spain might not do too hot against the Laval actually, or if he's left in a 1v1, ends up farming. Maybe he can kill. I think that's the idea. But I'm not too sure why they decide to put Pain in the sideline. I think this is why, right? You have two heroes in mid, so you're forcing Riplov to be in the middle lane. Therefore, Pain gets like a 1v1 against
Level.
the marksman. I
Wait,
think
that would be an interesting situation actually.
yeah, I think that's okay for Pain. He can just quickly clear the wave, and if he hits the level 4 first, he's definitely gonna kill the level in a 1v1 though.
Yep, yep.
So interesting laning setup here actually, and
This is unique actually. I haven't seen this very often.
yeah, and I'm loving it honestly. Like this Malok is, this really does wonders for Malok. The middle lane actually, the reason why he's transitioned so well is because you have a quick wave clear. You're really tanky, so nobody can really do too much to you. Like even a Dirac for that. In looking at this game, unless Dirac gets some items right, he's not going to burn through that Malok, and this gives him free reign to just move around. Oh, beautiful!
That was a beautiful push by Riplov there.
And he's just flexing. That was so well timed.
Indeed.
And it's really exciting to watch some of these players.
Yes, it's a treat.
So looks like we don't have too much going on right now. Just everybody content on farming up. Gold is really even. You have both teams right.
I'm still not 100% convinced on their laning though. I mean, in the sense, who's where. Looks like a Malak,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's all
Yeah,
quite
I
confusing
think.
to me right now.
But he's level 4, right? He's doing pretty well. He has his level 4 up. He's just going to, now he can just move around the map
Mm-hmm.
pretty easily. And he's just going to beat this meat shield that is going to stay in front of the towers while this Fennec is happily farming away. And like, we were talking about earlier, Fennec is going to outscale the Zephys. So really the blue side is kind of under the gun to make things happen. The Zephys wants to really be fighting because he's going to fall off. And Pain, again, if you look at the blue side, you have a Lavil and you just hold on because there's a fight.
Oh, look at the level dealing damage there now.
Oh man, this. But I think Pain is going to go down here. Yeah, Pain is definitely going to go down. Great rotation
Look
from
at that positioning
Victor.
from that He just doesn't come anywhere near them.
Oh, that was some very, very beautiful play from Miriam. He gets out alive from that situation. The Kilgrove was just beating on top of him. He had
Level takes down Fennec. Did you
oh,
see
this
that?
hero is so broken. This hero is so broken, man. This is the early game.
Crazy. They get 4 kills out of that team fight with no deaths in return.
They just got outplayed so hard by everyone, right? That whole fight, Lavil just kept kiting them. And you had Miriam that was causing so much chaos that Zephys was right in the middle of everyone. And he still managed to get out alive. While we see this Victor, it's a solo kill. Oh man, that feels rough. That feels really rough. You should not be dying as a kill growth in that lane. I think he probably thought that he could outlive the damage because you can always just run away from the Richter. And while that's happening, Lavil does end up dropping. Great.
Oh, look at this fight in the bottom. Riplov taking out Pain there. Single-handedly.
Every single exchange here, it feels like the blue side is having the better of this game, and now the Fennec might also go down. Oh, this is starting to really fall apart for the red side. It was very neck and neck for quite some time, but they've just chain fed kills back to back, and they really need to get get a hold of this game. Okay, good job from the Kilroth and the Pain. I think one saving grace for them is that their side laners are doing pretty well. Both uh, Kilroth and the Pain have some amount of farm, so they're able to either clear out the wave or but they can't keep this up for long. Yes, Kilroth can start spread pushing because Richter is often rotating off the map, but this is what it comes back to, right? That one death, that solo death that he died, that really hurts him. Now he's so far behind the Richter, and Richter is getting kills all over the map because of that. He's 1-0 and 4. He has sorry, he's 4-0 and 1, and he has 4 kills to his name already. Fear is just dominating right now, and as we say that again, the skill drop, I can see he's been poked to half HP, and there's 3,000 gold behind Piyush in 6 minutes. This is looking really grim.
And interestingly, the only person who's died in the blue team so far is the Lavelle.
Yeah, and good engage from Malok here, trying
Oh
to
yes.
get something done, but looks like they can't initiate and take down that lumber, and now Darcy, sorry, the Terak, just using his very stupid ult that blocks all damage and projectiles.
Also,
And
I'm personally, I haven't played Dirac much, and I have no clue what his that shield thing does. I would love if you
oh,
could tell me and the viewers about
yeah,
that.
it's pretty busted, right? So the shield, it has two parts to it. The first part is that it enhances Dirac's auto attacks to do more damage. That's why the Zweihander build is quite popular on Dirac, because
Okay.
you do a lot of damage with your autos when you drop that shield down. And essentially, what generally a lot of Dirac players do is that when the enemy team is trying to seize the tower, they just put down that shield in front of it, so it blocks all damage that they're you know trying to do to the tower, and he starts spamming his autos, which create those enhanced auto attacks. Right, they look like his first kill. I'll probably show you if he does that again. But they do a lot of damage, so they instantly clear the minion wave. And then if somehow miraculously the minion wave still survives, he just ults and clears it out. So basically, you can never really push it out. And while I'm saying that, looks like this thing is being engaged upon. He flickers in and gets the two-man push. Oh, that was close. And you can see he did have one of the autos there actually. Derax rode one auto that looked different from his S1 in the enhanced form. But unfortunately, he just dropped his ult to protect that thing. So we didn't get to see too much of it. But maybe in the next tower siege, that could come up. Pre-ulting and running in here, I'm not sure that was a very good idea. Yeah, he just gonna get poked down. He could have been more patient with that, and he dies. Oh, I think he misplayed there a little bit. He could have just poked the enemy team and run away with his ult. I'm not sure why he walked in with his ult there. And the score is 14-1 Piyush with a 7,000 lead on the blue side.
So I've heard stories of Ash's team or the CCEV team where they have this competition where who dies the least in their team. The target is die least in the game. And that's what I literally see happening here right now.
At this point, I think everyone's winning, right? Other than Hades. Hades has died the one time, but everyone else has 0 deaths to their name. And while all of that was happening, Blue Side gets a free Slayer, and they might lose the Fennec here. If this could get really bad for them. Okay, yeah, you can see his enhanced auto attacks. They look like those little balls. Yeah, they do a lot of damage from that Dirac there, and his ult just takes him down, forces out that endless cycle. This is looking like, the Zephys is going to really abuse this mid-game power spike, and they might look to try and end this game. And look how fat this Navi is. He's so fed, and he gets another kill. Man, this is such a broken hero. This hero needs to get nerfed big time. Oh, look. And this right here is why people banned Dirac. Did you see how much work he put on that Mala? He just chunked him down to half HP, and Fennec is just dead. Lavin is killing everybody. He's going to kill the Skill Rod. He's going to kill the Pain. and he's going to kill the throne. And this game level is broken. Please ban this hero in your games, guys. They're still not dying. They still don't lose a single hero. Very, very great performance coming out from the blue side here, Piyush. This was a very impressive game.
It was a clean sweep. I mean, if not for Hades, this was a flawless victory for them.
Yeah.
I'm just amused. This is I feel this is an interesting composition. I mean, in terms of the composition that the opponent had,
Mhm.
it was
Yeah,
interesting.
it was actually something that they could have made it work. I think if the pain, right, and this was the issue. I think if they had just let the pain jungle, I think
Hmm.
he might have been able to match the tempo and shut down that Lowell. If even if he's dying, it's okay because you're still killing Lowell while Fennec is going to farm up, and at some point you can contest them in the late game. But with Pain not having any items, he was just 1-6-0, and then things just fell apart for them.
True, true, true. Okay, we're closing it down.
Was
I
that
mean, next match
fun?
we'll start in 5 minutes. Okay.
Was that fine?
Yeah, I think it was.
Okay.
You handled it very well.